Well, on the financial end of things, the numbers are jarring, but worst-case scenario puts the country's economic loss coming out of COVID-19 to as much as $1 billion. $832 million of that is projected for lost tourism-related expenditure.
Direct hit on government revenue is placed at an aggregate $108 million. $48 million for direct border taxes paid by visitors, and a total of $60 million for potential VAT and import duty losses. The expenditure requirements could reach $49 million, of which we are funding $10 million from dormant account funds. These resources would be used to address the health and social requirements arising from potential cases of the virus and dislocations associated with job losses and the need to support small businesses.
Well, there are only preliminary projections, but based on Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Peter Turnquist's calculations, external reserves could decline by some $900 million by year's end. Though a grappling figure, Turnquist says under the scenario, the country would still have a manageable level of foreign reserves. Now, as for the money to be spent, an additional $11 million has been earmarked for the detection, isolation, treatment, and other COVID-19 mitigation efforts. $4 million has been set aside for food assistance and social support for displaced workers directly impacted by the virus.
These food assistance vouchers of $100 every second week will be targeted primarily to persons within the hospitality industry who are facing reduced work weeks. This allocation will allow for up to 8 weeks of benefit payments, but may be adjusted according to need. 3, the government is allocating $10 million to provide for a temporary unemployment benefit administered through the National Insurance Board for self-employed persons working in the tourism industry. Self-employed persons such as straw vendors, tour operators, jet ski operators do not ordinarily qualify for the National Insurance Unemployment Benefit as part of their benefit package.
Now, those temporarily laid off because of the virus's economic impact will be eligible for unemployment benefits up to 13 weeks if necessary.
Should it become necessary, the government would consider among its funding support options accessing the International Monetary Fund non-conditional rapid credit facility, which current eligibility placed at a maximum of $200 million. Simply put, we have no plans to request additional borrowing at this time, as we are diligently managing the country's debt levels. Let me say that again. Simply put, we have no plans to request additional borrowings at this time, as we are diligently managing the country's debt levels. We will update these projections based on our ongoing monitoring and reassessments of needs.